Great idea. All right, Brad. Looks beautiful out there.
It is really nice. Actually, really clear skies across the Carolinas today, and really was a great start to the week as we had temperatures way above average. But this warm air continues to surge in. Southwest flow is going to develop in the next 24 hours, and that has led to something we don't normally see this early in the season. Tree pollen starting to show up in the pollen recording and forecast. So by Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to see some median levels of tree pollen, juniper and elm showing up. And sure enough, when you're out and about, you'll start to notice some of the buds on some of the trees because of the warm, sunny weather we've had. We've had really a really warm start to the year. Now, typically, the tree pollen season starts to develop in March and ramps up and really peaks in April into early May and then tapers off really quickly. But April's usually the peak of it, mid-April in particular. When we have pollen everywhere, it looks like everything's shifting a little bit earlier in the season this year because of how warm January was and really how warm we're starting off here in February. Outside of 1 or 2 cold nights, it's not been much of a cool down. We will see a few more clouds tomorrow, but dry weather again for Tuesday, possibly all of Wednesday and for some of Thursday. So this will be the longest dry streak we've seen so far this year. We're only a month and a half in or so. So basically the rain chances will ramp up late Thursday and Friday being the peak day for rainfall as that cold front sweeps through. Will not be a washout. We're not looking up for widespread rain, but definitely a drier pattern than what we've seen for the first month of the year as well. Looking long range, we should get into another dry streak for the weekend, and then going into the following week, that's when we'll start to see the rain chances move back in. I do think it will stay relatively wet after we get through some of these drier conditions here. That's the weekend system. Moves through on Friday. Not a lot of rain, but on the backside, some moisture moves in. And yes, we're going to see some mountain snow this weekend. So as warm as it's been, the cold air is timed out really ideally for skiers on the weekends because we've had cold enough air and some natural snow from time to time that the timeliness of the cold air has been perfect for weekend skiing. But the story here is going to be the warm air. Very warm conditions to start the week. Brief cool down this weekend. And then next week, it's right back to warm. So the above average temperatures, we're getting towards that time of the winter where we haven't seen snow yet. We've never gone an entire winter season with no snow. That's basically October through April. This could be the first year if we do not start to see a pattern change in the near term, because looking long range, 6 to 10 day forecast, no signs of wintry weather. It is going to stay very spring-like here in the Carolinas. So expect more pollen talk and more trees and plants to start showing signs of early growth here in the Carolinas. Here's your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, starting off with temperatures in the 60s and 70s for the middle of the week. Rain late Thursday into Friday, a cooler weekend with some mountain snow. But then let's look ahead to next week. It is Valentine's Day, by the way. On Tuesday, we will see temperatures warming back up into the upper 60s as the warm air returns.
All right. Thank you, Brad.